Okay.
Get started. And there's that. Chat is populating. Let me make sure that's on live chat. Okay. Refresh my screen. See if I'm actually live.
Will I see the comments?
Not in Zoom, but if you have an extra device you can watch YouTube on, you can see the comments that way.
Oh, let me go grab my iPad.
Yep, sorry about that.
That's all right.
Hello, Miss Pam. Greetings, everyone. This is Elizabeth, and I am happy to have Monica Taylor here from TaylorMadeCards4U, and I'm so privileged. We're going to be playing with one of her new designs. And it's pretty, you guys. The new design is pretty. If you're watching the replay, go ahead and
I'm back
until you find something exciting. Ms. Pam reminds us that if you're using your second device, just put that one on mute, Miss Monica.
All right.
And then hello, Carmen and Dawn and Janine and Barbara. How are you, lovely ladies? You guys, Ms. Monica, she is so gracious. This new designs that she has, they're not coming out till next month. But if you want to go shopping now, it is in her shop just during the live. So for a very short time, you can pick it up early. And I don't think you'll be disappointed at all. So let's say hello to Miss Monica.
Hi, everybody. I'm still trying to get my YouTube up on my iPad. So yeah, like Elizabeth said, this kit isn't set to release next month, but I wanted to do something special for Elizabeth and give her access to something nobody else has access to. And as we were chatting, I said, I should make it the kit available during the live. So if anybody wants to grab it early, you guys will have it like 2 weeks early. So it's called the Millinery Shop and Fine Things. And after the live, it's coming down. So it's not going to be available in the shop. The official release isn't until next month. So, yeah.
Hello, Miss Susie. Sorry about that.
It's a fun kit. I mean, I know when you and I can't find you on my iPad. When you and I were chatting and I said what it was called, you're like, what's a millinery shop?
Yep. That's not a word I knew.
Well, it's not a word that's used in this time. You have to know, Elizabeth, I'm a vintage girl. So I don't use, a hat shop. I'll use a millinery shop. I don't use a men's shop. I'll use a haberdashery.
Yeah. Haberdashery.
Yes. So a millinery shop is women's hats and fancy things. So in a millinery shop, you would find, vintage buttons. You would find fancy gloves. You would find vintage lace. The girls used to wear ribbons in their hair. You would find ribbons. So that's what a millinery shop is. So that's kind of the inspiration around the kit.
And it's a beautiful inspiration too, you guys. As you can see, Monica's desk, she's got all the little bits already chopped up and ready to go. Yes. And mine are freshly printed. You get so much in this package too. That's really, really sweet of you to give us so many things to play with.
Yeah, and that's one thing. I've had my shop for a little over a year now, I guess. And when I first started out, I only did I was doing passport kits for just like four pages. It was like two pages of cardstock and then some ephemera pieces, stuff like this. And then as my shop started to grow, I was able to be a little bit more generous, because these kits take a long time to make. I
Yeah.
make these kits from scratch. So, you know, the little images you see on the background of the ladies come off of old vintage catalogs. So what I need to do is I need to grab these into Photoshop and clean them up. So I, you know, blow them up like 500%, because these are true vintage items. So they've got the speckles and, you know, the smudges. And I try to clean them up as best I can. So yeah, so these aren't kits that I can produce overnight. In fact, I'm already working on kits for May. So
That's awesome.
that's how far in advance I have to start. So, you know, in the beginning, I wasn't all that keen in giving away lots of stuff in my kits because it took so much time to produce. But
Yeah.
now that my shop is more established and I've got lots of items in there, I can work ahead. So I don't feel pressure to put kits out there, you know, in 2 weeks. Like I said, I can work on a kit that's going to be released in May now, and I can take my time and add more to it. And I find things, you know, through just falling into them. You know, I have a couple of digital shops that I subscribe to, where they just give you images. They don't give you stuff like this. They just give you stuff to work for. And you can't, you know, you can't obviously download it and sell it, but I can create with it. Yeah. So I can get their images and then I can create my own stuff from that. So, you know, as things are released, if I see something that would be good for the kit, I will just put it in that folder and grab it. Like this millinery label right here that you're showing right now, I created that. So that was created from scratch. So that wasn't anything that I went and got. That's something I created. And it takes a long time. You know, there's lots of bits and bobs in it. So I usually start with the label and then I grab my inspiration from there.
Yeah, I think you did a beautiful job. There, like I said, you guys, there are so many things to choose from. These particular ones here, they're a full page. You get 2 on a full page. So if you were to actually turn it and print it, it would be huge and beautiful. But with digitals, you can change their size and make them any size you want. You can print on all sorts of paper. I picked a 12 by 12 sheet of paper and cut it down and printed her on it. So it looks very distressed, like a sign. And I just think she is absolutely gorgeous. And you do want a lighter color because, you know, whatever is there is going to show up. So this one, she's got this grid pattern across all of her, but absolutely beautiful. There is no code. Okay, all you got to do is click this link and it'll take you to the shop. I printed with my Hewlett Packard inkjet printer. Okay, and I used, this is designer paper. It's not very heavy, maybe 65, 80 pounds. This one's probably more 40-ish pounds. And then my accent opaque paper, and then actual photo paper. I mean, you can use all sorts of stuff. And this one here, I'm super excited to use this one because it's a rice paper and you can kind of see through it. And it's got a really cool texture. I did have to tape it to, I had it, well, that was loud. I had to tape it down to copy paper. But once you do that, you just trim this little tape right off or rip it because you're going to get some really pretty design with your rice paper. So lots of options on your digitals.
Yeah, this paper here that I'm showing you, this was actually old. You know, in the olden days, I say, where you had to feed your paper into the printers and it had like those dots. And then you would take them off the paper. That's what this is. I found like a big box of old printer paper. And it was probably from the 70s, I guess, or maybe, I don't even know, maybe the 80s. But it's really thin. So it's the texture of an actual vintage catalog, which I love. So when I'm using it, and it's great for collaging. So that's what I printed on this. And then, like you said, I printed on just regular paper. You know, the brighter the paper, of course, the brighter your images are going to be. And this was printed on the vintage paper, so it's a little bit more beigey. But yeah, and like you said, I size these down as well because I'm going to make cards like you are. But they come, you know, it comes in a journal page. So if you wanted to make a journal, and I think I want to say there's 5 or 6 pages like this. But it's so you can put a journal together if you want to. And the theme of the journal is a catalog. So, you know, here you've got your millinery catalog, and then you've got your pages in your catalog. So that was the inspiration around that.
Lost my tweezers.
So I can see the comments now, so I'm happy about that.
Yay.
Janine says it's a fabulous set. Thanks, Janine. See Dawn's here. Hi, Dawn. Pam.
The usual suspects.
Yes.
Chat.
Yes. I saw Susie's name earlier, so Susie's in the house. Cool. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna do like you. I asked Elizabeth. I made Elizabeth do a test stream yesterday because I was telling her I had a rough day today and I knew I wasn't going to have time to play, and I didn't want to be stressed out. You guys know how I am with my technical issues. So,
yeah, we don't want you stressed out.
No. So we did a test run yesterday, and I asked her, like, what are you going to make? And she's like, I think I'm going to make a 5x7 card or something like that. I'm like, all right, I'll do that too.
Yep.
So I saw her.
Yeah. Extra special for you lovely crafters out there. We're doing 5x7 tonight. Yeah, Gloria, that Simon Hurt, I bought the whole stinking release, and then I bought some of the stuff that I've been eyeballing. I was like, I might as well. I'm already going broke. I can't wait. That lunar paste. Oh, that purple lunar paste would look pretty with this set. And the pink. I may have to revisit that when it comes in. For home at Federal was a hospice since. Oh. Well, hopefully he's doing on the mend there, Dawn. Surgeries. Ms. Crystal, I think she's in the here too. She just had leg surgery too.
Ooh.
Surgeries, get them in before they say you can't do them anymore.
Yeah.
Okay. These things are just so stinking cute.
And what I like about, I work out of Photoshop, but you can resize in a program called Canva, and I'm going to start doing more tutorials on those. But I work in Photoshop, and like I said, when I create the images, I blow them up to like 300% and 400% to get the graininess out and to clean them up real nice. So when I size them back down, they look pristine, you know.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I tried looking at that Canva, and I'm like, I just don't get it. So if you do classes, I might take one.
All right.
Video. Yeah, because I'm a Illustrator app person, and I sized all of my stuff through there. And you know, I put little circles over these and cropped them out. Because you guys get a full page of these little medallions. I obviously wasn't paying attention and overlapped that, but you get 4 of each of the little lovely circles. And I just wanted 1 in each to print, so I just cropped them out and printed just the 4 that I wanted. But you get a whole sheet of these 6 that I wanted to fill my page. You know, don't really want to waste stuff when I'm printing, so I just filled my page because it doesn't go bad. Just save it. Save it for another day.
Yeah.
Hello, Mary Masson. Thanks for joining us today. And Miss Sherry D. And Michelle. Hello, hello. Carmen, how are you doing? Miss Jean, hello, my dear friend. And yes, I went broke. Comments. I am just getting some stuff ready so that I can start putting this together because I have an idea. I'm gonna make like a little book in my 5x7 card. I can't put those, but yeah. So to make it more fun, I'm just gonna rip all of my edges. So I'm just placing a ruler and then
It's like you've got to get organized to craft. It's funny.
sometimes.
All right. So, and I cheated. So I have some things here from, you guys know that I collect vintage stuff. So I pulled out some of my vintage goodies. So I have these old tags here. National Clothier Service, Chicago, Illinois. So these are claim checks from like a clothier service, clothier. Oh my goodness, say that a few times. I've got these old from the library catalog cards. I got some of these because I can maybe cut out the words and use those. I'm not sure yet. I've got some vintage lace. I've got vintage buttons. And then I pulled out some garment tags. I'm not sure if I'm going to use everything, but I just thought, you know what, let me just pull out some stuff. And then I've got some of my messed up Viewmasters. And then look at this, you guys. This is a merchandise store. Used to be able to buy your clothes with coupons. So 10 cents. Buy something with 10 cents, 50 cents.
That's awesome.
So I've got these books here. So I'm just playing. And all this stuff, like these are all in my shop, Elizabeth, you know, my vintage stuff. And that's the nice thing about having a shop is I can go shopping for free in my own shop.
Yeah, right. You're like, oh, I need that.
Yes. But I'm bad. Sometimes I forget if I use the last piece. Sometimes I forget to take it out of my inventory, and then someone will buy it, and I'm like, uh-oh, it's out of stock.
Oops.
So I'm not real good at that. Oh, well, that's the way it goes. I think I'm my best customer. Okay, so.
Okay. Nope. Pam, I did not spend my food money because I bought enough groceries last week. Yeah, for a couple of weeks because I knew I was gonna go broke on Simon release day. It always gets me. Didn't. Oh, yep. Okay. Foot. So are you guys crafting along? Are you doing some cleaning, cooking some dinner? What you guys doing out there? And here is the link for TaylorMadeCards4U, her shop. While you're there, checking out this, and mind you, this digital set that she's got going on is very affordable. Very, very affordable.
Yeah, you get a lot in it. And if you are just browsing the shop, if you scroll all the way to the bottom, you can subscribe to my subscription or my, you know, just my group. And that way you'll get notified. I do freebies on Friday. So if you just sign up to my mailing list, you'll get notified when I do my freebies.
Ooh, am I signed up? I might have to double check.
You might not be. You know, you might be because when you've downloaded stuff from my shop before, and I think it automatically signs you up. But you might want to check that.
Yeah.
If you like freebies, and I know everybody does.
Yeah.
I know I do.
Yeah. And what was I going to say? You, I think we talked about this a little bit, but for some of the newer joiners, Miss Monica has a subscription deal that if you can afford it, it's a really good deal, especially if you like printables. So I'll let her tell you a little bit more about that.
Yep. So again, this was a new concept. I just started it this year. And I call it the Backstage Pass. And essentially for an annual subscription, and you're right, it's really affordable. And don't quote me on the price. I want to say it's $79, but don't quote me on that. But it's somewhere around there. It's very reasonable. For a year, you get access to all of my digitals. So, and I have a lot out there, and that's why I didn't launch this subscription plan until this year, because I wanted to make sure it was worth the value. I didn't want to have a subscription out there and only have 5 items, right? So I have literally hundreds of items out there. So and what's nice about that is you don't feel the pressure to download everything the day you get the subscription. You have all year that you're going to have access to the Backstage Pass.
That's awesome.
And I do releases to a minimum of 2 a month. So not only will you get access to what's already out there, but you're going to get the new releases as well. So that's new, and that's an annual pass. And then I also have a monthly pass, because like you said, maybe everybody can't afford to do the annual pass. But if you just want to get the new releases, so for instance, if you want to just get the kits that are going to get released this month, and again, it's a minimum of 2, then you can sign up for the monthly pass, and then you can just, it auto renews every month, but you're going to get a better value at the annual, because I think the monthly pass is like $9.50, I think. So if you do the monthly pass for a year, it's $9.50 times 12 months, whereas if you do the annual pass just up front, that's a better value.
Awesome.
I'm trying not to be too salesy here.
No, it's good to know, because I didn't know that, and I've been to your shop a couple of times, and I didn't know you had a subscription-y plan like that, and I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, if you go to my website and it's all the way to the right where it says, I think, membership, if you click on that, that's where it has all the information. Yeah,
Little bits are so cute.
Yeah, like I said, I try not to be too salesy, because I'm a crafter like you guys. But the reason I started doing digital images, I love ephemera, and I would always hate using my last piece of ephemera, because once you use it, it's gone. So I'm like, you know what? There's got to be a better way. You buy a package of ephemera, and I'm a huge Tim Holtz fan. But when you buy his ephemera, if you use your favorite piece, well, then you're out of luck. What are you going to do? You have to go buy another package. So that's kind of how I got into digitals, is because I want to be able to have a kit. Number one, if I want to sit down and make a card, I can print a kit. I know everything is coordinated, so I can use anything in this kit and it's going to work. And if I want to print something over and over again, like you did, you can size it. You can make it as big as you want, as little as you want. Whereas if you go and buy, an ephemera pack, you get what you get. You can't resize it. It is what it is. So
that is true.
Yeah. So
and
it was purely selfish reasons for doing it.
Hey, that's all right.
What do they say? Invention is created out of the need for necessity, or there's like a saying, something like that.
Yeah.
Well, I needed more ephemera, so.
That's awesome. And like these little ladies that I'm cutting out here, you could totally size them to an A2 size card, print and slap a sentiment on the inside. And these ones are like so ready to go, but they're so cute, small too. I love that. Okay. All right. Janina needs to make cards. husband's mom. This would be a good set if she likes vintagey stuff. Little ladies chopped up.
So Janine says they look like they'd be awesome for Valentine's Day. Yeah, I think so too. That's why I'm going to release them early February. I had some Valentine's Day kits that I released already. But I agree. I think these would be great for Valentine's Day. That's why I want to get them out before Valentine's Day. So probably around the 5th is when I'm going to release it. I haven't decided on the date, but that's what I'm thinking. But like Elizabeth said, you guys, if you want to get the kit now and make Valentine's Day cards, it's available now, but it's not going to be available after this live. I'm going to take it down again.
Just a little perk for the viewers.
Yeah.
I appreciate that very much. Thank you.
Sure. Yeah, you're welcome. And that was a last minute thing, wasn't it, Elizabeth? Right? Like
Yep.
10 minutes before we were going live, I'm like, should I make it live? And you're like, if you want to. I'm like, yeah, why not? Because there's nothing worse than seeing something and then not being able to get it. It's like, okay, well, thanks for sharing, but now I want it.
Yep. And if you're watching the replay, you got to hit the subscribe and the bell so that you can see fun videos like this. Yeah, it's nice little perk.
For sure.
But and you have a YouTube as well, so if you guys liked this vintagey stuff, definitely stop by Monica's YouTube as well. And here, let me pop that up. Search. Pop that and share. Copy the link. Go back into the. Here's Monica's YouTube channel. If you guys aren't subscribed, because she does some videos on her releases and stuff.
Yeah. So when I do release a new kit, I typically will go out and do a live. I think I do. I don't remember. I'm just so organized. But I do. I go live typically on Sunday afternoons. I do videos, of course, too, but I go live on Sunday afternoons when my husband is watching football. And then I'm a fly by the seat of my pants kind of a crafter. So if I'm crafting, I might say, yeah, I'll just turn on the camera. So
right.
I'm a crafter at heart. I am, you know, I know I own a shop, but I'm truly a crafter at heart.
Absolutely. Yeah. I like having my set days, but then there's times it's like, hey, let's go live.
Yeah. It's just fun.
It is.
I used to have my little dachshunds in here when I was crafting, and I've lost all of them. So now I'm alone here. They were older. In fact, my husband and I were talking and we're saying, are we going to get another dog? And we're like, yeah, but let's kind of enjoy not having a dog right now. I'm like, all right. It is nice not walking out your backyard and having to clean up all their stuff.
Yeah.
So,
or going out at 3 a.m.
Yes.
When it's snowy and cold.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that was the worst because my dogs would not go through the dog door when it snowed. So we were constantly picking up after them. I'm like, you know, you guys, your dogs, come on.
Yeah.
And I think, yeah, if we do get another, well, not if, I know we're going to get another dog, but I think we're going to get the winter dogs again because I just love those little dogs. They're so cute.
Yeah, I've got a picture of a wiener dog, long haired, that I need to draw. Oh, look, Mr. Simon showed up. Hello.
Well, that's cool. Fun.
Mr. Simon made me go broke today. And I know he didn't make me. I could have easily said no or just stuck to, but I had to get some of the other stuff too.
Yeah, I was watching his video on the release and I saw your name pop up in the comments. And I'm like, of course, Elizabeth is in here.
You betcha. I was shopping and watching all at the same time because I'm like, oh, I need that and I need that. Yep.
I don't know if it's a new concept, but I love he was demonstrating where you have those stencils and you put it over the stamp and then you can blend and color it that way. I'm like, well, that's ingenious. I don't know if they're out there already, but I thought that was pretty clever. You know, rather than coloring up the image, you can put a stencil over it and blend that way. And I'm like, well, that's cool.
Yeah, some companies have them. It's like a whole stamp stencil dies. Some of them have dies out there. And I have his hot air balloon that's like that. So you can stamp the hot air balloon and then put the stencil over the top.
Uh-huh.
And I haven't used it yet. It's on my to-use list.
Yeah, I mean, you don't even have to be a colorist to color up your images that way. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep. Sherry D says she loves Dutch hounds. I have one and my daughter has two, she says.
Yeah, me too. They're so sweet. God, this is so pretty. I don't want to cover it. I'm like breaking my own rule. I always say when you're layering, don't be afraid to cover your images because you're working towards the end result, not what you see. But this is so pretty. Cover it. I'm breaking my own rules.
Oops. Chopped a little tasty.
Breaking my own rules. So let's see. All right. So I'm kind of cheating. I know I wanted to do a layered card, but sometimes if I have to be creative on the spot, it's too much pressure. So I have a card that I created before that I'm kind of following the layout. So
that's all right.
Yeah, I'm like, oh God, if I have to be forced to be creative on the spot, I might not be able to.
And I'm just the opposite. I'm like, okay, I don't know exactly what I'm doing, but I'm going to get all these little parts ready and I'm going to do it.
Yeah. Well, a lot of times when I'm crafting, I'm just pulling stuff off of my desk. So if it's on my desk, a lot of times it will end up on my card.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that will go there.
Yes, I can't wait to. Dawn is absolutely, she says, I love the foam with the heart. Mr. Simon Hurley. I can't wait to play with that one. I have some ideas for it already. And that's the worst thing for me is I see it and it's like, oh yeah, I could put that to use.
No
and I
problem.
probably shouldn't buy it, but I could use it. So I'm going to buy it anyway.
Yes.
And for some reason, this photo paper does not set well. I'm gonna chop up this one. I'm gonna use her, and I'm gonna use her.
So Susie just said that she purchased some really good viewers from me. She's talking about these here, I believe, right, Susie? Yeah, so these are old vintage Viewmaster reels. As you can see, they're damaged. Otherwise, I wouldn't be crafting with them.
Right.
My husband has a shop. He doesn't like it when I say this. He has an Etsy shop. It was my shop. And then he took it over because now we just sell vintage view reels, but they're pristine.
Oh.
And when he buys the big lots, he gives me the damaged ones because he was throwing them away. I'm like, don't ever throw away vintage. I said, give it to me. You know,
Right.
that's the worst thing you could do is throw away a vintage item. I recently did a video on how I use old maps because I just can't throw away old stuff. You know, I just
watch that video.
Yeah, it's pretty too. It's I got it right here. I'll show it real quick. So yeah, it's an old Texas map, and I turned it into a junk journal.
Isn't that cool, you guys?
Yeah, so I have the video out there on how I did this, and I literally have hundreds of these maps because the thrift store was going to throw them out. I'm like, don't you dare throw those out.
Right.
And my husband hates when I come back from the thrift shop because I will have boxes. He's like, are you kidding me? I'm like, just don't look, you know, just
don't look. Close your eyes.
eyes.
Look away.
Exactly. I have my own personal room, my craft room. It's my studio. It's my office. And I can close the door. So if it bothers you, just don't look. And I make envelopes out of them too. So there's a lot of things you can do with old maps. You can make envelopes. You can make ephemera pieces. So yeah, so I'm finally digging through all of my old stuff, and I'm making videos on what you can do, how to repurpose that kind of stuff. Because I have lots of ideas. I just don't ever do videos. And I'm like, I need to start doing videos.
Yeah, you get an idea, write her down, and then say, hey guys, check out this idea.
Yeah, so Dawn said she was in the lookout for maps. Well, Dawn, check out my shop because I literally have hundreds of them. And I'm selling them for a very reasonable price. Because sometimes I can't keep it all. I want to, but I can't.
Let's not let me open my clipboard. That's rude. Oh, there it goes. Here's her shop, and this is a direct link to the kit we're using, but you can navigate to look for the maps through there. Cheryl, hello, lovely. Yeah, I think I have an old comic book viewfinder. I want to say it has to do with Batman because I like Batman, but can't remember. I'll have to look for it now because got me thinking.
Yeah, I mean, I was surprised at how many people still collect the old Viewmaster reels. You know, especially during Christmas, a lot of people give them, grandparents give them to their grandkids.
Yeah.
And there was just a big demand for them. So we decided, hey, maybe we'll just turn the Etsy shop into just
viewfinders.
Yeah. So he kind of took it over, and then I started my own shop. So off of Etsy. I like Etsy, but they charge too much.
I started there, and then I was like, I couldn't do it. The first thing I sold, they said they sent the person there, and I'm like, yeah, no, you didn't, because that's somebody I know.
Yep.
And they took a bunch of fees, and I'm just like, holy moly.
Yep. Yeah, they have some sort of like cookies. So if the person clicks on the link, and even like months later, if they buy something, take a percentage.
Yeah.
So it just
I was not
wasn't-
impressed.
No.
So I made my own website.
Yes, exactly. All right.
The biggest 5x7 card ever. Well, I probably won't use all of this. It's kind of my idea.
All
I'm
right.
gonna put this one on the front.
Elizabeth, do you use this distress collage medium?
I have it, but I have not used it.
Yeah, I love it. It kind of gives the images, you know, if you print on white paper, it will kind of give the images like a brown tone. So it kind of vintages it up. If that's correct grammar. But yeah.
Yes.
So Jean is asking what glue I'm using. So I'm using the 3-in-1 Beacon, which is kind of my go-to glue. And then I'm also using Distress Collage Medium, which is also kind of like a glue. And I use this to attach my ephemera pieces. So yeah, this is, for the most part, this is the glue that I use. And what I do is I'll buy it in the big bottle, and then I just refill my small one.
No. Okay. Stop. Having a camera.
Yeah, it's called Beacon 3-in-1. And I know Beacon has a few types of glues, and this one specifically, I believe, is for paper crafting. So, and I like it. I get it at Joann's when I have a 40% off coupon. And I'm all about the deals.
Absolutely. Gotta shop. Gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, I did it twice. Thankfully.
Yeah, I know that they have, June's saying that she's never heard of that type. I know they have it at, like I said, Joann's. They have it at, I don't know about Michael's, but they have it at Hobby Lobby because I've gotten it there as well.
Love it. Love it.
Yeah.
Oops. What am I looking for? It's right here.
I'm loving how my card is turning out. It's gonna be hard for me to give it away.
I'm so bad. It's already 7:40 and I like haven't even glued my first page down yet.
Oh my goodness. Chop chop, Miss Elizabeth.
No, right? Just giving some distressing, adding browns to your edges really helps antique stuff.
Okay, so I'm almost done with my first card. I'm gonna get to make another one. Okay, I'm not gonna put it on the card base yet, but that's my first card. There it is. What do you guys think?
Ooh, that's so pretty.
So yeah, so I got my vintage lace, I got my vintage buttons, and then I got my vintage viewfinder, and then these are my ephemera pieces with the layering on the background. So yeah, so card number 1 is done. All right, so card number 2. Let's see, what should we do?
That's a glove. Good.
Okay, so let's see. So maybe we'll go more pink this time.
Right into the mucky muck. Wrong side. right there.
Thanks, Sherry. Sherry likes my card. You might win it.
And we're going into.
That's my favorite page right there, that catalog one you're using right now. It's so pretty.
Yeah. Just dirty up the edges so we don't see all that white stuff in there.
So let's see what we're gonna do here. Where's this one? Oh, that's gorgeous. So pretty. Told you I'm my biggest fan.
Mary Landers, hello, hello. All right. And hello to anyone else watching out there that I might have forgotten. Doo-doo-doo. Now, this is one of these. No. Take this to the chopper. I'm going to cut it down a little. And what price is this? This is 10, so 9. 9 and 3/4. I don't love my fingers off. 9 3/4.
Ooh, I gotta get out the washi tape. Me and my washi tape. Ooh. All right, so I think you said you were gonna make a green card. There you go.
Add some green, pop the green in there. And that should fit right there. Give a little bit of that. But I'm thinking I want it down just a little bit.
So I work in 1/4 inches. So that would be 10 this one. I think so.
Wish I had a stapler.
You want to borrow mine?
Right?
Oh no, that needs a little bit of a border. All right. Why do I overthink it? I'm sitting here thinking, just play.
Yeah.
Sometimes I get in my head. Too much concentrating for it being fun. I'll sit here and I'll look at something. I'm like, okay, should I, shouldn't I? It's like, just do it. Don't think about it so much.
You need a brown blender.
Okay, that was by accident. I cut out, you know, that one page that has the 4 A2 pieces. I kind of cut it out wrong, but I kind of like that. It went over to the other side.
Happy accident.
I know, isn't that awesome? I love when that happens. And then, you know, when people like it, you're like, oh yeah, I planned it that way.
That was on purpose. Thank you very much.
Right. Oh yeah, Dawn says this would make a great Mother's Day card. Yeah, I agree. I didn't even think of that, but you're right. With all the flowers and yeah.
Oh, see, no thinking, and that is upside down. Oh, I forgot to inky the edges though.
Oh, don't forget to do that.
Yeah, it's already glued too. That was smart.
So, all right, that looks good.
Because I was just thinking for this. Ooh, I got a pin though. I could pin it on.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I had this little, let me see if I can show you. I had these really little safety pins. I think they're from Ideology, that I'm gonna put on my lace. Look how tiny that is. It's ridiculous.
It's so teeny weeny.
I don't know how I'm gonna open it, but we'll do our best.
And you guys can dye your ribbon with your ink pads. You might want to put on gloves, but you can do it. Add a little extra vintage. No pin.
So, let's see.
Here. I get in. Hopefully. Should have done that before I glued it down or taped it down. That's right. We're gonna pin it to one of these.
Oh my goodness.
That way there, when I get the pin in there, the pokey part will be on the back side. Just like that. Bit of orange. Ah. Extra glue in there.
That'll go there.
There we go. A little bit of ribbon in there. Looking good. This is helpful. I got this out.
I need to tear this a little bit.
And that's page. This will be here.
So Mary says that she said watch was able to tune in. Me too, Mary. I'm glad you're with us. I harassed Elizabeth and I said, Elizabeth, I want to be a guest on your channel. I just butted in. I invited myself.
And that is all right, because I'm sitting here thinking, not very many people are going to want to be on my live. It's because, I don't have a huge following.
Yeah.
But
you know what? That's not important to me. I know Debbie J. Y'all know Debbie J. She was on my design team, and when I would choose my design team members, I think Biddy Penny too. She didn't have a big following, and that's not important to me, because I remember when I started on design teams, and my very first design team, when they gave me a chance, when I don't even think I had a YouTube at the time. I just did a blog.
Yeah.
And I think it's important to support small channels, I mean, I just hit my 7,000 mark, and I got Elizabeth's card. And I just hit my 7,000 mark on YouTube, and I guess that's a big channel. I've seen channels that are huge, but I'm always about supporting the smaller channels, or the smaller blogs, or the crafters that don't have a lot of following, because to me they're the most loyal.
Awesome. And I know I appreciate it. That's for sure.
And that's how you make friends. Debbie and I have become great friends. And we've never even met.
Yeah. Yep. I'm the same way. My crafty sister.
Yeah.
It's been a big help getting some of my video and questions answered and whatnot.
Yeah. She's
Hi,
awesome.
Donna. Hi, Audrey. How are you? Typos are so much fun.
So, Elizabeth, I'm going to ask your viewers. So, would any of you guys be interested in some tutorials on Canva? So, I know we were talking about that earlier, and I use Photoshop, and that's a paid software. But I do it because I create digitals. But I'm thinking about doing some classes on Canva, which is a free software out on the internet, and it shows you how to do layers and whatnot on with digital images. So it shows you how to resize, and so I'm thinking about doing some classes on those, some YouTube classes. I probably won't charge. I'll probably just do them, at least the beginner ones. But would anybody be interested in doing that? If you guys could let me know, and I can kind of organize that. I know, Elizabeth, you said you'd be interested.
You betcha. Yeah, because I don't know the Canva, and if I can direct my viewers over to yours to see how it's done,
Yeah. Because
Absolutely.
to me, there's so much you could do with digital images. I mean, I'm not saying don't buy the physical product, because we all love our stamps and everything, but it's, digitals is definitely just another product, right? I mean, you don't have one dress or one shirt. You have a closet full of clothes. So I think we need to have a closet full of craft items and a computer full of craft items. And they take up less space too.
Yep.
All right. So I'm seeing some yeses out there for the tutorial. So
Yeah, I think there's always a need for the digital help.
Yeah.
And I still get views on some of my older stuff for how to use my how to YouTube series. I was like, this is what I'm using, stuff like that, which I do need to update. But yeah, there's always people looking, because everybody does it differently. Even though there's 50 million Illustrator videos out there, I'm one that would like comments while they're doing what they're doing. But yeah.
Yeah, so I saw someone asked what paper I print on. So I have a really heavy duty printer. I have a laser printer because of my business. But I print on a variety of papers. So it depends on what your printer will allow you to do. I can print heavy cardstock. If I'm gonna, for the most part, what I like is I get it at Staples, I want to say, and it's the bright printer paper, and I don't remember exactly what it's called, but it's lighter weight. But if I want to do heavy cardstock, I'll print on heavier cardstock, and it's a color printer paper. So that's really what you want to look for. You want to look for paper that plays well with color printers, because the color will mute if you're not using the right paper. And sometimes that's okay. Sometimes I like it muted. But I'll print on this paper, but then I'll also print on old paper. So this is old printer paper, because I like how flimsy it is, and it's great for collaging. So what I would say I don't know who asked me that, but what I would say is test out your paper, because you're going to get different results with the paper that you use. I like the real bright paper because it makes my images pop. But you might like it a little bit more muted.
Yep. And like I've got photo paper, my accent opaque paper. I even printed on designer paper from a paper pack.
Sure.
So yeah, you guys, all sorts of goodies. Glossy paper. Yep. This is photo paper.
All right.
That side.
And I know I've had some people say that they don't have a good enough printer, and that's why they don't buy digitals. But if you go to like your local Staples or your Kinko's, if you save your PNGs or your JPEGs on a jump drive, and if you go to Staples, they'll print it out for you, and it's not very expensive either. It's cheaper than buying fancy paper, I think. But they have the high quality printers, and they'll print it out for you. So if don't let that stop you if you feel you don't have a great printer, because you can go to your local print shop or your supply shop, and they'll do it for you.
Yep.
Yeah, I think Jennifer McGuire says that she goes to her local Staples and has all her card bases cut out because they can do it really quickly.
Heck yeah. I'll probably put my lids back on.
Okay, someone's talking food now. I see grilled cheese. We're starting dinner. I haven't had dinner yet, so.
My dinner, my stroganoff, is waiting for me downstairs.
Ooh, that sounds good. We roasted a turkey on Monday, so I have leftover turkey to eat. I decided to roast a turkey without the stress of a Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah, right? That's awesome. Like these flowers and butterflies. They're really pretty.
Thanks.
And I like it on the rice paper. It's just so pretty.
Yes. Decide what
I like that. And then
I should map that.
Ooh, no, not that one.
This is like arts and crafts time when we were younger. Okay, get out your paper, get out your glue. Don't run with scissors.
Right. Pop dots, not pop dots, glue dots. That's what I need. That one, that one. We're gonna leave one.
Yeah, I thought someone said that your card needs a dinosaur. I don't know about that.
That would be Pam.
I would
And if
have
it
to,
wasn't Pam, I'm shocked.
if it was Pam, how dare you?
No, we have a fun thing. She was my inspiration behind my Christmas dinosaur release, because we were joking about dinosaurs, and I'm like, you don't. It's just funny, and I really like dinosaurs, so it really encouraged me to make my Christmas dinosaurs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She's like, I don't really like dinosaurs. It was just turned up funny. And so we just poke about that every now and then.
I see.
This one goes here.
Isn't that a great pop? Look at the black on the pink and white. Oh my God, that looks so pretty. Man.
I think I'm going to do that. Where's one of my ladies? Oh, no, that one. Yeah, you're going to go right there. You need to be zhuzhed up. You're too dark. Too stark white. That and the green. Don't do that.
Okay, so you, ladies, if you guys are joining late, this kit isn't actually getting released until next month. But while Elizabeth and I are live, I do have it available in my shop. But after the live ends, I'm going to take it down because I haven't officially released it yet. But if you guys want to grab it early, I did make it live just for this session.
So sweet of you. And there is her shop link and her YouTube. So, because if you like what you're seeing, she definitely does much more of this on her channel. You can go over there and check that out. Okay, I'm not making that one there. There we go.
Yes, I'm a vintage girl. I always tell my husband I was born in the wrong century.
Right. I just did it again.
Although I'm glad I don't have to wear a corset.
Yeah.
Forget that.
And ink your edges before you glue.
Yes, I've done that before.
Just did it again.
Oh, yeah.
Those ladies. This one is going to be so full of goodies.
Oh, that's pretty.
And then just got our back page right there.
Oh, I like it.
I didn't print that one big enough.
Can you mat it?
Huh?
Can you mat it to make it a little bit bigger?
I was thinking of a writing area so that they could actually write. You know what? I think I have a paper. Has one. That'll work.
Oh, yeah.
This is from a paper pack I've had for a while. never used.
Yeah, I was just looking at those images. Those are my type of images.
Yeah, I bought them because when I first moved to Ohio, I was watching Gail Augustinelli. I think that's how you say her name. And she does a lot of the junk journaling and stuff in the vintagey kind of vibe. And I was like, ooh, I want to do that. And then I bought a bunch of stuff and never did.
Story of my life.
Right. We're putting our ruler down and just tearing. And then, like, this one here is really thin, you guys. So what you do is you put your ruler on the thick side, then you get some tweezers, maybe, and you can just use your tweezers to rip the rest.
Good tip.
Yeah. There you go. Well, we're going to ink this one up.
Okay, I'm kind of liking this. Let's see. This is so pretty. I don't want to cover it. Again, I'm breaking my own rule.
That's going to go there, and we'll bring the pink. We got to bring the pink back to this side. So we're going to
Oh, that's pretty.
ink up some of the edge with the pink.
I love it. It's so pretty. I love it. Just ignore me, Elizabeth. I'm having a moment with my card.
That's all right. That's all right. And I'm not digging the orange flowers, so let's see. I'll go over them with a pink.
Beautiful. This is my favorite type of card to make. I love layered cards.
This one's pretty jammed packed.
Yeah.
For me.
Oh, that stencil is perfect, Elizabeth.
Yeah, my folk art stencils, I love them.
Yeah.
But I think they're changing to top notch, or at least that's what Joann's is like switching out to, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
I don't use my stencils enough. I did a live on Sunday and we did mixed media and I got out all my stencils and I was playing with them finally. But I don't do it often enough.
Oh. I don't like that. Better.
I think I'll just play with buttons.
You know.
So you see this little bag of buttons? So
Hey, buttons.
I want to show you something. So I go to estate sales and I got this whole bag of buttons.
Oh, nice.
Isn't that awesome? And they're the old ones too, like the ivory ones and whatnot. Oh my gosh. So I know I need to, what I'm planning on doing is I have these old button cards that I'm going to put them on and I think I'm going to put them in kits. Because when I get around to it, sometimes I'll make kits, physical kits out of my design kits. Not always, because it takes too much time, but every once in a while I'll put together kits. And like, so for instance, if I got a wild hair and I had time, I would like print out, you know, my digital kits, and then I would put stuff, my vintage stuff. So I'd put like vintage lace, vintage buttons, I might put some Viewmasters, maybe some of these tags, anything that would work to create a kit.
Nice.
But I don't ever commit to that because I never know what my work schedule is going to be. And then
Right.
when I do put kits together, it's usually like five.
Yeah, limited edition though. I mean, nobody else is going to have that kit.
I know. I had some suit. I did a YouTube on the suitcase kit that I had, and I think I made 4 or 5 kits. I can't remember. And they sold out like that. And I have people emailing me asking me if I'm going to put more kits out there. And I'm like, I told you guys when I did the YouTube, I said these are limited edition. I don't have a vendor. It's me in my craft room putting these
Right.
together. I do it because I know people like to say it's like, oh, I want to create that, So
Yeah.
I do it just because I'm a crafter and I can appreciate the fact that you might want to, make what you see. But yeah. I can't mass produce kits. I just don't have the bandwidth to do it.
Yeah. Gotta have a little army to help mass produce stuff.
I know. And I swear when I do a kit and I put it out on YouTube and I like demo it, it's gone within 2 hours. It's crazy.
Yep.
I think people have learned, that I don't have that many, and just if I have 5 out there, they might not be out there tomorrow. So
Yep, got to be on the quick buy button.
yeah. All right, I think that one is done. So I have 2 cards now, Elizabeth.
I'm almost done with you. I just got to put it together.
So I've got this brown tone one, and now I've got this pink one. I'm not sure which one I like more. I think they're both really pretty. What do you guys think? Do you like brown better, or do you like pink better? Which one should I give away?
That's a good question.
Ask the question. Okay. So do I have time to make another card? I guess I can start it.
If we're asking if my brain just took a hiatus. How do we want to do the giveaway? Because if I do the wheel of names, I've got to type everybody in, or we could ask them to do like pick a number or just make a comment, and then we could like scroll through really fast, and wherever our fingers land is the winner.
Well, how do you normally do it?
Usually I do the name picker, but usually before it was not very many people watching. I've actually got more people, I think, because we have, Ms. May is even here. We've got some new people, Cindy and stuff. So yeah, it's there's more people. I've got to figure out a way because WJ, but this is Zoom, so.
So the way that I've done, because I don't have an automatic picker on mine either, the way that I do it, I don't know if this is an idea, but so you know how we've been chit-chatting, I'll add a trivia question. So something we've talked about in our stream, and I ask a trivia question, and then whoever answers it first, that's the card I give away. That's how I do it in mine.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Thanks. So I had a question here. Someone asked if they could e-transfer. What does that mean? Can I e-transfer you? That's from Janine LeBuc.
She's in Canada, and that's her monetary system. So,
transfer. So my shop will does it transfer? I could do PayPal. I know PayPal will do the transfer, but will my shop not allow Canada? I don't know. I don't even know. But Janine, if you email me TaylorMadeCards, number 4 letter U at gmail.com. Let me know what you want, and I'll send you a PayPal invoice if you can't buy it through the shop. That's how I do my Instagram sales. I sell on Instagram, and then I invoice people through PayPal. But I can do that if you can't buy through the shop. I don't have a problem with that. All right. So yeah, if you want to think of a trivia question, we can do it that way if you want.
We could ask if they know about when your release date is for this beautiful design.
Oh, that would have to be the exact date. Yeah. So I did say the exact date. So
You guys remember what date she said?
Yeah. Yeah, we talked about that. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
So whoever says the release date of this kit first will get one of the cards, right? Either Elizabeth's or mine.
yep. We'll ask another question for the other card.
Yeah. So the answer we're looking for is the day of the release. So it's going to be in February. So February what is what we're looking for.
And we'll give your card away first since it's all done.
Yeah, and you can choose either the pink one or the brown one.
So for Monica's card, what day? And there's a huge lag. That's why they're probably not typing anything. The date for her release. She did.
Yeah, so Janine says 2 weeks, but I actually said the day I'm going to release it. So that's what I'm looking for. So like February 1st, February 2nd, that kind of a thing. Nope, not February 1st. Nope. I was going to go through the days. Not February 2nd. No. Nope, not the 2nd. Nope.
Oops. It's the beginning, she said.
Yeah, not the 8th either. It's between the 2nd and the 8th.
Oh, there it is. I see it. Do you see it?
Not yet. The 5th. Yep. February 5th. That's when I'm going to release it. That's right.
Okay.
Pam.
Yay, Pam.
So Pam, yep, February 5th is when I'm going to officially release this kit on my website. But if you want to get it early, it is available as long as we're live. Once we go off this live, I'm going to take it down. So yeah, February 5th. So Pam, do you want the pink card or the brown card?
Need a sewing needle. I have one in here. That one's too small. I would go.
You guys, just so you know it, I'm going to be salesy again. So when I make these cards, a lot of times my made cards go in my shop. So if you guys ever need a fancy card, they're typically in my shop, and I don't sell them at very expensive. I don't have room to keep all the stuff that I make. So
what? No room?
No.
Oh, that ribbon.
I know. So I sell them pretty reasonably. I have this one customer that will come and buy 20 cards of mine. And I finally emailed her. I'm like, what do you do with all my cards? And she's like, well, some of them I give away, some of them I just keep on my desk as ideas. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So she's turned out to be a really great customer of mine. So I'll just put extras. Like when I'm putting together her orders, I'll just go through my craft room. If I have something sitting on my desk, I'll just stick it in her bag.
Aww.
But I'm not, like I said, I'm not a big shop. I'm Monica, and
Yeah.
It's personal for me. And I don't know, this is a way for me to supplement my YouTube channels and, my shop. And because as well as me, Elizabeth, that those new releases, we got to have them, right?
Yes,
You gotta
it's
have them.
kind of bad sometimes, right? It's like, oh, I just need that. Okay. There we go. If that one will work.
Oh, so Pam's saying she just got a card from me from one of the lives. Are you saying you want to forfeit it, Pam?
Or she's bragging.
Oh, she's bragging, yes.
And absolutely, awesome.
Let's see. So yeah, Pam, you were the first one that said the 5th, and then Sherry was the second one. So so Pam, yeah, I mean, all's fair in card making and love and war. So
That's right.
You won the card. So I have no problem sending it to you, unless you want to forfeit it to who did I say? To Sherry D. And Sherry, I'll let you fight it out with Pam.
Uh-oh, come on. Just go through.
So just let me know who I'm sending it to. And then
Mary, we did trivia for the giveaway. Miss Monica is giving away one of her cards, and the trivia was, what day is this set of goodies being released? And Pam answered that beautifully. So she gets a card from Monica. Ooh, trying to get this through there. There we go. Look at that. I have ribbony goodness.
so Kim said she just bought my kit. Thank you, Kim. I appreciate that.
That's awesome. Okay, now we're gonna.
So do we need another trivia question?
We sure do, because I'm gonna give away this crazy card right here. I just gotta muck up the back of it.
All right, so we got to think of it, something we've talked about. Oh my goodness. Oh, I know. So we talked about my subscription.
Yes.
What's the name of my annual subscription? We talked about that. And that will be for Elizabeth's card. Okay, so Sherry D, it looks like Pam is forfeiting her card. So if you want to, do you want them to email me their address directly, Elizabeth, or how do you want to do that?
I have Sherry D's. Okay. I can send it to you. I'll send it to you.
All right. Pam, that was really nice of you. Thank you. So yeah, so the trivia question is, what is the name of my annual subscription over on my website? So Kim in Alaska, yes. So when you purchase the digital kit, you're going to get an email with the download to be able to download it. If you have any troubles, just email me. I know sometimes people can't figure it out, and then I'll just email it to them directly. I don't necessarily like to do that, but if people are having problems, of course, I'll do that. Yeah, you should get an email with the download button, and it will download a zip file for you.
I was like, shoot, I remember the 79, but not the name. Oh, there, I think that is the answer there. Do you see that?
I don't see it yet.
It's actually on there a couple of times.
Oh, is it? Yep, Backstage Pass. Yep. So I see Audrey said that. Was
and above that.
Above that?
Yep.
Oh yeah, Janine. Right?
Janine. Yep.
Yeah, Janine won Backstage Pass. That's exactly what it's called. Yep. So Janine,
I'm just making sure. Because I'm on live chat, you guys. So
yep.
We're seeing Janine at 8:25. And yeah, that was it. So good job, Janine, which means I get to send a 5x7 to Canada.
Yes.
Okay. The little tasselies.
That's gorgeous. I love it.
It's very fluffy. Hopefully it'll flatten out by the time it gets where it's going.
Uh-huh.
But yeah.
Gorgeous.
Fabulous. Oh, I got to do one thing to the back though. And then later I got to put my sticker on there. We're going to sign it.
Very pretty.
22. Woohoo.
Oh, that's nice. I have a stamp that I stamp the back of my cards. I use this one right here. That's what
I thought about getting a stamp for my signature, but I really like signing them. And then I am thinking I'm going to get a stamp for my logo though.
Yeah. No, I like that. You have very pretty handwriting.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. You are welcome. So yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to I can remember. What do I got to do? We're going to let Miss Monica hold her items up to the top. And what do I got to do? I got to, hold on a second. I click on yours and then, oh no, I got to stop my video. That's what I got to do. And then it should allow you to be full zoom.
Okay. So what am I sending, the pink or the brown card?
We'll go back and see.
I'm seeing a dark screen, I think. Yeah.
Why is mine is like so far behind? Oh, there we go. Okay, so those are Ms. Monica's cards, and Sherry D, you get to pick if you want the pink or the blue one.
Brown, pink or brown?
It's brown. Oh, yes. It's the lady's dress though is blue.
Oh yes, yes.
So yeah, let us know, Sherry. Oh, pink is what I think we voted. Okay.
Yeah, that's a pretty one.
So Sherry D for pink, and I will send you her email.
All right, sounds good.
Those are just gorgeous, you guys. She's got little buttons and everything going on.
Vintage lace, yeah. And you know what? I'll probably stick a few goodies in there for you too, because that's just what I do.
That's fabulous.
That's how I roll. And then you guys, as soon as Elizabeth and I finish her, I'm taking the kit down. So if you want it, get it now because it's not officially released. And there's reasons why I don't leave it out there, but just know it's coming down after this live. So if you want the kit, get it now, or you're going to have to wait till February the 5th.
Sorry, I was looking at the comments and making sure there wasn't an issue.
I'm like,
no, see, yeah, because yeah, I was just double checking, making sure it was all fun and games in there. Okay, so I am going to put my screen back on, start video. Okay, and I'm just gonna turn your video off just for a little bit there.
All right, sounds good.
And then that way there we can see what Janine is getting. I have to move up the camera a little bit, but beautiful digital. How do you say that?
Millinery.
Millinery. And I've used a lot out of the kit. And there is still so much that I haven't used. So I can make another card just like this if I wanted to, but I won't. But yeah, so we've got the ribbons and and I did a little insert and I just poked some holes and ran some ribbon through there. And I don't think I'll need to pay extra unless it's over 2 ounces. But it'll be worth it. It'll go and look beautiful through the mail. And again, you can print on photo paper like this, make it shiny. You
Mhm.
can print it on your regular cardstock, my go-to accent opaque. I mean, and it inks up beautifully. Just some beautiful designs and just gorgeous. I
Yeah,
thank you.
I love your card. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, I'm going to put your video back on so we can say our goodbyes.
Right.
It says to ask you to start your video.
Oh, me? Okay.
Yeah, I didn't know it did that. That's rude.
How dare you, Zoom?
I know, right? Just so rude of me. All right.
Goodness.
Well, I do thank everybody so much for joining us today and getting this beautiful sneak peek at Ms. Monica Taylor's goodies.
Yeah. I had a lot of fun. Thanks, Elizabeth, for having me on your channel.
Yes, thanks for asking to come on. I was really blown away. So thank you for that.
You bet. You bet. I'm just a regular person. So
yeah. So, and for all of you lovelies, if you subscribe to Monica, she does do lives and pre-recorded on her channel.
Mhm.
And if you're one of my regulars, I will be live on Crescent Creations channel tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern on their YouTube doing some of their goodies. And then I will be back sometime Friday. I have not totally set the time on Friday to do our 10 Christmas cards using the ink refills and baby white technique. So lots of fun stuff this week. And thank you guys so much for hanging out with us and hope to see you soon.
Oh, and if any of you guys do lives and you have guests, I'd be happy to be a guest on anybody's channel. So
that's awesome.
Just hit me up. I love meeting new people. So just send me an email. I'd love to be a guest on anybody's channel.
Fabulous.
Cool.
Thank you so much, Monica.
You are welcome. Thanks, Elizabeth.
All righty, everyone. Have a great night. Enjoy your dinners and your sleep, and we'll see you next time.
See you later. Bye.